Hello, this is Raghupati Kumar from Government College of Engineering, Bodi Nakinur. Today I am going to present a topic use case diagram from object oriented analysis and design. Before that, let us define what is a use case and what is a use case diagram. Use case is nothing but the user of the system. A system can have multiple use cases. It is also represented by means of a textual artifacts. Pictorially, we can call these use cases as a use case diagram. There are three components in a use case diagram. They are actors, second one is use case, and third one is relations. Actors is nothing but who interacts with the system. It is represented by a circle with two legs. Second one is use case. It is a functionality or services provided by the system. It is represented by a oval symbol over which the functionality is written. Third one is a relation. It is nothing but a relationship between the actors and the system. In simple rules, we can represent this actors, use cases and relations. Assume that there are two actors. They are said to be a primary actor 1 and primary actor 2. And there is another actor called secondary actor 1. All the use cases are enclosed within a rectangle. The rectangle is said to be a system boundary. In this example, there are two use cases. One is use case 1 and another is use case 2. The primary actor 1 and the primary actor 2, they are said to be a initiator. And then secondary actor, they are said to be a involved. We can explain this by means of an example, a web tutorial. A web tutorial, it consisting of two primary actors. One is a student and the second one is a faculty. And a secondary actor is said to be a server. There are number of use cases such as login, download lecture, upload lecture, attend quiz, grade quiz, etc., which includes within the system boundary called web tutorial. The student and faculty can interact with use cases which in turn interact with server. So student and faculty indirectly involved or communicate with server via use cases. Say for an example, a student can log in, a student can download lecture, a student can attend quiz. Similarly, a faculty can log in, a faculty can upload lecture, and a faculty can grade quiz. These actions are reflected in the server. So in detail, we can see what are all the relations behind these use cases. There are three types of relations in use cases. First one is extend, second one is include, third one is generalization. Extend, it is a complete by itself, but it is an optional behavior. Include, it is a incomplete by itself, but it is a mandatory. Generalization, it is an abstract use cases. It represents the generalizations of the use cases. These relations are represented by a stereotype, extend, include, generalization. For an example, include use cases can be represented by means of use case 2 is included in use case 1. So the primary type is represented by means of a include within the angle bracket. The relation between the use case are represented by means of a dotted line with an arrowhead. Next one, extend. Extend, it depends on one use cases. For example, this fill form use case extends its operations. Get help. In turn, get help In turn, get help hit fill form. Similarly, feedback these relations extent include generalizations can be best explained with an example. Assume that there are two use cases, use case 1 and use case 2. Here use case 2 included in use case 1. So the stereotype is said to be a include. The relationship between these two use cases is represented by means of a dotted line with the arrowhead. And the stereotype is include within an angle bracket. So use case 2 included in use case 1, the relation is said to be include. Next one is extend. There are two use cases, one is a fill form and another is a get help. This fill form use case needs a get help. Here there comes a dependency relationship between use cases. Therefore, get help depends on fill form. The relation is said to be extend, represented with an angle bracket, extend. Similarly, book ticket and feedback. Feedback depends on book ticket. Third one is generalization. Here the generalization says that there are two use cases. One is a vehicle, car, and another one is a bus. Both of the type is vehicle because generally they are said to be a vehicle. Therefore, the relation is called generalization. This use case diagram can be best explained by an ATM machine. From an ATM machine, anybody can withdraw the amount, check the balance, reset PIN, and can they do maintenance. So let us see